Hi FlossTube, this is Mel from Mel's Travel and Stitching coming to you today from my living room in Lake Tahoe, California. Welcome and welcome back. I can't believe I have over 100 subscribers. That's so cool. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the subscriptions and your comments and kind words. So thank you so much. I don't have any fully finished pieces this week, no FFOs. I had told you in my last video I was going to. Life got in the way, it's been kind of busy, so I don't. But I do have a finish. Let's see, we have the Lizzie Kate Spooky String finish. And if you'll recall, I changed out, I had stitched all the yellow with this Threadworx gold, and I changed it out for Curry. I think it looks much better, so I had to rip out all the yellow, candy corn, moon, so on. It's pretty cute, huh? Good. So, speaking of ripping out, all the pieces that I'm going to show you today, I had to rip out something. And I'd like to show you my tools that I use for ripping out. These scissors are Dovo from Germany. And they have a nice sharp point. So I only use this for cutting linen threads when I'm going to do some drawn thread or for ripping out mistakes. And I have this little leather case. And then to pull out the threads, I have these little tweezers, super sharp point on them. They are called Uncle Bill's tweezers. Bill's tweezers, made here in California. I'm not even sure if they're available, but that's what I use for when the frog visits. One other thing I'd like to point out, so I did the spooky string on 28 count dirty linen, which was called for, but my fuzzy string that I had done over the summer, I did on 28 count Monaco, white Monaco that I Priscilla and Chelseaized, the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. So I coffee tea dyed it with their instructions, and it shrunk. So it's about an inch smaller. Let's see if I can show both pieces here. It's about an inch smaller. So just so you know, when you're doing the heat processing of your fabric, it is going to shrink. So if you're used to stitching on 28 count, the coffee tea dye is going to shrink it. And in this instance, so the spooky string is about 13, just under 13.5 inches, and the buzzy string is just under 12.5 inches. So I didn't have any problem stitching on it, but that's just something to be aware of if your eyesight, is an issue. So moving on, that was my one finish. Happy to have the finish with the rip out of the yellow. And then about an hour after I filmed my last video, happy mail came. Mail lady brought an order from the Drawn Thread. So I ordered from the Drawn Thread directly on their website and on Monday morning. And then I had the order in my hands Thursday afternoon. That was so cool. But of course I had to start stitching right away. And I started stitching almost Halloween. And I bought this as a kit because there was some threads that I didn't have and the purples and so on and so forth. So I bought it as a kit. The kit was $30. I think it was a good value for the chart, linen and threads. And you can see I'm pretty far along, almost finished actually, except I keep changing my mind. So the E and the skeleton I ended up ripping out and redoing because I wanted to do the black in 2 strands of floss. It's needlepoint ink thread. And the black was just not showing up. Here you can see I only used 1 strand, and I'm not really very happy with the coverage So I am probably going to rip the hat out and redo it with 2 strands of black. And then the skeleton is in 2 strands. And you can see compared to the white on the W, I'm going to rip that out and redo it in 2 strands as well. I think I'll leave the ghost because, you know, ghosts are ephemeral and you can see through them. So I'll leave the ghost, pick out the white and the W and candy corn. I have to finish up the cat. All the other colors are 1 strand and there's good coverage. However, I don't like this green. I forget what green it is. Thread gatherer maybe? Anyway, I don't think it shows up very well. And so there's a bunch of vines and then there's a band on the hat and words. It's almost Halloween and I just don't think it's gonna show up very well. So I'm proposing to use this Dinky Dyes Sea Grass instead, which has some nice variegation. Should be good for a vine and some words. So I know it's after Halloween, but I feel so close that I can just get this done now that I've made up my mind on the green color. And yes, just to show you again, I have the vines, the words, it's almost, the ribbon on the hat. That's all in green. So I really need that to show up. And then more vine on the pumpkin. Anyway, it's a really cute piece and I'm looking forward to getting that finished up quickly here. And the other fun part is that that project is in my new project bag by Samantha from Crafting Between Stitches. That's her YouTube channel. Pretty colored back. Love the inside and the giant rickrack, and it fits my project perfectly. This is my first project bag. Everything else is just in a plastic bag or shoved in my stitching bag. So moving up in the world. Thanks, Samantha. It's great. I love it. So when I got that drawn thread kit, it is stitched on 32 count tumbleweed linen. And it reminded me that I have an ancient whip, work in progress, from 1997. That's also stitched on tumbleweed linen, but that's in 28 count. It is Autumn Jewels Band Sampler by Moss Creek Designs. There's the finish, picture of the finish. And here's where I'm at. So this is 28 count linen, 1 strand of DMC over 1 thread. There is drawn thread. So I've cut using my Dovo scissors and pulled out the threads. And then, so what I have left to do, as you can see here, I have to take and wrap 2 of the vertical or horizontal linen threads and wrap them with this floss. So 2 of them get wrapped together in these little things, so I have to do that. Kind of boring, but I think maybe if I just break it up into little chunks, promise myself just a few a day, that'll get that done. The other hurdle that I have to do is the petals of this marigold is detached buttonhole stitch. Never done that before. It's a little daunting, so that's the hang up here. But I really love the colors, so I'd like to get this done. This is gold Japan thread here. I'll show you one more time. Picture, you can see the detached buttonhole stitch for the petals. I think I just have to bite the bullet and do it. I had thought maybe I would do it on a practice piece of linen, but you know what? We're just going to go for it on the actual piece. So we'll see. Making it public. Hopefully it'll hold me accountable, huh? Get it done. Okay, so the other new start work in progress that I have is, as I showed you last time, Scarlet House Button-Eyed Cat. Really cute. And it is on 40 count cedar plank linen from Lakeside Linens. So 40 count, and I'm using the called for Gentle Art sampler threads, 1 strand of floss over 2 linen threads. And so on the theme of having to rip out, yes, this piece, I had half the teeth done, and it was wrong. So out it came, and then I got it back stitched right. So, you know, even though I think it was an easy piece, simple, mindless, yeah, still made an error. And this black is really interesting. It's called Raven and has a green tint to it. So I do have to keep moving the thread. So I am working it in this circular pattern. There's a few spots in the ear that I just went horizontally, and ooh, goodness. It has a bit of a green tint. It's not showing up on the camera, but it's really cute. I'm looking forward to getting this finished up this year, hopefully. We'll see. I've got autumn pieces calling. But I did successfully get some buttons at Joann's, so I'll be able to do the button finish. The chart, or excuse me, the cover shows stitched or buttons. I had to have the buttons. Really cute. So that's it for my whips. It's the 2 whips, and goodness, nose itching. Those are both new starts and whips, so I'm going to continue on those. Then I'm going to start, I have 2 more new starts. The G series from Plum Street Samplers, Gobble. That turkey's just so adorable. Cannot wait to start stitching it. So I told myself I would just spend the rest of the weekend finishing the Halloween and then move on to Thanksgiving. We'll see. The turkey's calling. And then the other piece I'm going to start is Pumpkin Farm from Thistles. This was a new release at Nashville Needlework Market this year. And I have the fabric and the super yummy Gentle Arts called for threads. Love all these colors. These are totally my colors. So excited to start that. And so that's all we got going on in the works in progress and coming up. But then we have some purchases. So last time I showed you my drawn thread autumn welcome, and I said how sad I was that I had finished that and I didn't have another drawn thread until the winter welcome. So what's a girl to do? Yeah, go shopping. So on the, like I said, on the drawn thread website, just got on and I ordered some more Halloween and winter, Christmas and winter charts. Showed you that it's almost Halloween. I also got the Halloween welcome, which will have to wait until next year. It's super cute. Then I got the welcome Christmas. Oh my goodness, I love it. Can't wait to start that. And then I got, come on. Merry Christmas with doves, good tiding. Really pretty. I love the frame on that barnwood with the knots. It's perfect for my house. Then some snowmen, trimming the tree. Pretty fun. And last, snow day. All of these charts came with the buttons. I ordered chart packs, the buttons and beads and so forth, so I don't have to buy, you know, a bazillion beads to finish these off. So that's cool. I would totally recommend ordering from the Drawn Thread. Super quick. All their selections online. You can order fabric, embellishments, etc. So my other purchase is thanks to Michelle, Bendy Stitchy Michelle. introducing me to Raise the Roof designs. So had to track down a few. Let's see, and I got these from Jen's Stitching Niche Etsy store. So I got Witchy Washi. So this will be, oh my goodness, my nose. This will be up for next year's Halloween stitching. And couldn't resist Love Laundry. Pretty cute. So along with the laundry theme, these were on clearance, Vlad's Vashde. And then this was also on clearance, Hang 10 items of clothing, nighttime at the beach with the fire. It's just really pretty darn cute. So apparently I'm gonna have a laundry theme. So maybe 2019 will be the year of stitching for the laundry room. We'll see. So that's fun. And then I had an order come in from 123 Stitch. I got my November Year in Chalk hands-on design with the ginger snap floss. And then I love all things flamingos. So I got this beautiful crosswing collection flamingo. It was on sale, you know. So I have items in my wish list on 123 Stitch, and before I order just some threads and fabric or whatnot, I always look at my wish list and see what's on sale and throw in an extra chart or two as a treat, you know, because it doesn't really add to the shipping. So I think that's about it. So as I said, life's pretty busy these days. We went camping last weekend in Yosemite Valley. It was so beautiful, but didn't get much stitching in. Thought we were gonna sit by the river. My husband would read and do some work, and I would stitch, and didn't happen. Just a short time, but we had a great time. You know, getting ready for Thanksgiving. We're hosting this year, so I haven't hosted in a while. So gotta get all the pots and pans and platters and etc. out and going. We're having the neighbors over. So, okay, we'll quit rambling, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.